Oh wow, I have to say that is pretty cool looking right there. I haven't been in this area in a while, but I will tell you, I promise you, this area is very squatchy. Now, as some of you know, my area is broken up in zones. You got zone 1, 2, and 3. This is a very special area. Now, one of the things I believe in coming in here right now, the ground's wet. We've had some rain recently. Now's the time to check for tracks. This time of year, the leaves are changing and the leaves are falling. One thing you have to keep in mind is that tracks are going to be a lot harder and more of a challenge to find. That's why when you see impressions, you need to really pay attention to impressions. So we're going to pay special close attention to this area and see what we could come across here. Here the trail splits. But up this way right here, I have found tracks up here. So one of the locations where I've found tracks. Squatch tracks. That's right. Right here we got some bicycle tracks, small boot tracks. If a squatch has been through here recently, we will see their tracks. Like I said, the only thing I'm seeing right now is boot tracks and bicycle tracks. Ooh, a real muddy area up here. I love finding muddy areas. Now I gotta be careful. Ooh, I don't know if you guys heard that. Kicked up a, I didn't see it, but I heard it. What do you call it? A grouse. They're very loud. I haven't kicked up a grouse in a very long time. Yeah, I'm trying to walk off the edge of the trail here because it's very muddy here. Now look at this. That's new. Yeah, FYI, I decided to come off the beaten path because as I look further into the woods here, I actually see more promise of signs here. And we're going to explore this area and check this out. Because like I said, I do see some promise. This really looks promising. There's some things I haven't seen in here before. Looks a little interesting up here. Look at that tree. Just from the position that this tree is bent, that's a forest tree. Let's get a better look at it. Try to get a different angle here. Oh, I gotta watch my step here. Now look at this. Alright, look. Interesting. That tree's been broke down there. Right here. That tree. It's been broke right there. The two come down and cross each other. I find this very interesting. But here's a close-up of the bent tree. Nothing fell on top of it. There's nothing down there, indicating something heavy had fallen on this to force it this way. If you look very carefully, the ends are stabbed into the ground. Indicating something had brought it down with force, stretching the fibers, causing it to stay this way. Now, during the winter times, ice and snow does create similar situations. However, if it's down long enough, the fibers do become stretched, and the only difference is, well, one of the differences is the tree will not be stabbed in the ground. Something to think about. Now, I've gone a lot further and deeper, and one of the things, when you know you're in deep, one of the things that will indicate that you're in deep terrain, and what I believe that indicates you're in Sasquatch territory and you're getting in too deep, you're going to come across an X, as I see up ahead, and I'm going to show you that very shortly because I'm looking at it right in front of me. Before we get any closer, let me zoom in and show you this. Nice clean X. It's a sharp looking X. And again, this is one of the signs, I believe, that indicate you're in Squatch territory. Territorial and possibly sign of dominance. Look in there, you got a tree that's underneath, that's bent underneath the X. Pretty cool, huh? And as I'm going beyond the X, further in behind the territory, you're going to start finding other things. And I'll show you what I mean. Broken tree. We got some crazy wild stuff right here. I'm gonna try to film every angle and position of this. This is like a jungle gym right here. I find this very interesting. This is awesome stuff right here. One of the things I think about and try to look at these kind of things, if this is storm damage, notice that they're going uphill when they're on a steep ledge where they could have been going down. It's a drop off right there. I'm on a small ridge right now. I'm on top of a small ridge, and it goes further up over this way. And I just heard something back there. There's another ridge line that goes up over here. Alright. I'm not seeing nothing, but I know I heard something from that direction. So, I think what I'm going to do, continue up this ridge here on this side and keep my eyes open to the right on the other ridge. You know, Sasquatch, Bigfoot, they're known for being called ridge walkers. And they don't call them ridge walkers for nothing, because they stay on the high grounds. Let's go do some more exploring here. Well, after climbing the ridge here, I came more to the top of the ridge. Had to sit a little bit, catch my breath. Starting to take a look around here and see what we might have here. Now we got a break right here, appearing to be a little fresh. I had to set the tripod up because I was holding it free-handed, and I was trying to check something out that looked interesting. And let's see, where'd it go? I swear it was right there below that spot right there. I swear it was right there, and whatever I was seeing is not there now. Hold up, it's got to be right here because I haven't. This is the position the camera was in when I was holding it freehand. Wait a minute. I'm going to try to let the camera sit right there. If it stays still, I'm not touching it. Because that's a spot, I believe this, yeah, this is a spot where there's something dark right there, and I thought it was moving. I'm going to let it sit still there for just a second, see whatever it is, I'm going to see if it moves. I might even step away from the camera. It looks like I'm looking around, and if that is something, maybe it'll move away when I walk away. Because I kept hearing something around here, and I don't know if that's something or not. Right now I have my back turned away from the camera. As far as I'm concerned, I had plenty of time to get away and move. Whatever that is still sitting there. And maybe part of a dark stump or something. If that's the same spot that I was looking at before. No, I see leaves moving around it, but I don't see the dark spot moving. I swear I did have a little bit different position or angle. Let me try to lower the camera down. Hold on. I know this is a little shaky, but I'm lowering my camera down on the tripod. Yeah. Maybe you guys might think I have something, but I don't think I do. Yeah, we have a sign of life right here. It's about 5-6 inches long. Alright, I am moved over in a different position here to scan the area up ahead again. I've actually got a little closer to see if we could maybe get a better look at things here before I approach too close. Now, see, we have a down tree up there. Right there we have the root ball, the root system of the tree. So therefore, I'm not seeing no signs of life up ahead. Right here we have this old pine tree. If you take a notice, it's been bent over. This tree's been, at one time, a long time ago, pay attention here. It's got some rot in it, but look right there. This tree has been bent over and slightly twisted at some point. And down there where it points, I'm going to tell you exactly what's down there. There's water down there. there's a stream, well actually a creek, that flows down below. So that would make sense. Again, look at the break and the twist. You can see the rupture right there where it's been bent over. Yeah, there's some rot in that tree. And it's been like this for a long time. Apparently it's had enough life in it to continue growing. If you look at the end, there's some green to it. And here we are, we're on top of the ridge. And it drops down. And we're actually on one of several ridges around here. There's a ridge over this way, and the ridge on the other side. So, very cool. Well, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed my exploring and just pointing out a few things and showing you what I come across when I go hiking. And I really do hope you guys understand why I show the things I do. I know to some it may be kind of boring, but a lot of what I find out here I do believe is made by hands. Hands with strength behind it. Not everything out here is weather. A majority of a lot of what I see out here right now today, a lot of down trees, you know, storm, wind, you know, and a lot of it is natural. However, with that being said, I'm not like your average Joe that goes out and claims to film a Bigfoot every time they're out in the woods. It's not that possible, ladies and gentlemen. I don't believe it's that possible. I don't believe it's plausible. So, I do hope the day, if it arises, if the opportunity was to happen, that I so happen to have a squatch in my view, that I will get it on camera one of these days. And I hope I would have respect and people would trust me, because I'm not trying to create something on my videos that's not there, or something that my imagination is not pretending to be there. You know, there's people out there where their imagination controls them, where they believe so much themselves that they're pushing it and telling people there's a squatch there, there was 2 of them there, they will watch me. To me, I'm sorry, I just don't buy it. I really don't. Yes, there's several videos out there floating around social media, YouTube, whatever it may be, that I do find questionable, that I do find that there could be some credibility to them. But there's some people out there that just take it to the extreme, that strive so much for the attention. You know, I try my best to make some of my field videos. If any of you guys, a lot of you may be new, if any of you have watched my previous field videos, some of my videos I do a lot of talking and explaining in them, and trying to help people understand where I'm coming from and what I'm seeing, and my opinion on things. So, anyway, anytime you're out here, you got to be about your wits. You always got to look around, listen. It's very important to listen and look around. But I've seen some bear sign up through here, some deer sign, and one thing I took notice of, and I took pictures of it, I didn't show every single tree break or bent over tree on camera. However, I took multiple pictures using my phone. Well, as I was working my way down the ridge on this side, I noticed there was several of them. As I was working my way down, pointing in the same direction, and I got to thinking, down below in the direction they were pointing was water. And then it kind of hit me. I said, that kind of makes sense. That made sense. You know, and plus, you know, is right here, the water is right between 2 ridges here. You got another ridge that starts right here, and the ridge I just came down off of. There's a layer in this particular area, the terrain, there's layers of ridges in here, and you got hollows, you know, so there's a lot of terrain here to cover. There's a lot just for one person, and you know, really, you got to have the time. You know, if you come out here with multiple people, stay in communication, spread out, work your way up. Sometimes more boots on the ground as a team. Sometimes it could, you know, produce more evidence, or it may trigger that opportunity to have an encounter, you know. That's what happened back in 2014. Just so happened that there was all 6 of us got to share in an encounter just 2 miles from where I'm at now, because this is all part of my research area, and it covers a large portion of, I mean, the national forest is over 130,000 acres of national forest, not counting or including the other remote forests and terrain that runs into other states that this connects to. So, tell you what, it's beautiful out here. And I want to thank you guys for, you know, watching these videos, and hopefully you guys may pick up something or gain something from these videos. And if you have not done so, if you're just watching this and you're not subscribed, please feel free to do so. You guys have a great day. Keep it squatchy. God bless.